Y'all are tuned in to the Bank Dot Radio Show, our second episode for 2019. Happy New Year to everybody out there. We have our special guest in the building, K19. What's up, man?
What's up? Had to do it.
I love the energy. For everybody out there who doesn't know K19, give us a little history lesson.
So much. Well, from Jones County, Georgia. That's where I represent. That's where I'm from. It's a lot, man. I've had songs in movies, had songs overseas, all that, man. It's a whole lot. This is my 9th year being a recording artist.
Okay.
Probably I've been writing since I was 12, and yeah.
So how do you consider yourself then? You consider yourself like a veteran or a seasoned rookie?
Definitely a rookie vet, I guess.
A rookie vet.
I guess not being mainstream makes you a rookie still, but as far as doing this, it's been years, man. Consider myself a vet.
Yeah, I don't look at artists as like, their first year, this your rookie year as far as professional recording. You said you've been doing this for 9 years, so I look at you as a veteran, regardless of how people know you. Because that's all about marketing dollars and a budget and stuff like that. But the experience, you can't discount that. What made you want to start recording music?
I've always loved music. I guess starting recording it. When it started when I was 12, I never heard any type of like hip hop music.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause my parents, they were real religious. I never heard like anything other than what was on the radio. I tell everybody, I grew up on Disney songs.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I grew up on movie songs. I like that type of music and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I went to my cousin Reno's house when I was like 12, to his dad's house, and he had introduced me to all these old Lil Wayne mixtapes, all these old CDs, and I was like, man, this is dope. And then I tried it. I tried making my own little remixes to songs and stuff like he was doing. I was like, I'm pretty good at it.
Okay, so as you pursued it, what was the, because you've been doing it for 9 years now, but back then, what was the reaction from peers and family?
They like it. I don't like my old music, but they love it and they supported me. But like, not to be braggadocious or anything, but I feel like I've always had love and support from those around me and stuff. And okay,
so how would you characterize your style? I when I listened to your song and I was going back listening to some of the stuff you got on YouTube, like your channel. One, big ups on all your subscribers that's on YouTube. I'm like, that's pretty cool to have over 1,000 some subscribers. 'Cause I know people who've been doing this and the numbers don't add up online. So to say, with today's day and age, online and offline are equally important. But to me, you seem like a very diverse artist as far as what you can rap about, what you choose to rap about.
It goes back to coming up, like I said, on Disney movies, man. Like I said, that's why I always tell people if I want to drop a pop song, if I want to drop a country song, if I want to do a rock song, rap, anything, if I like it, it's dope to me, So. Okay.
So how has the reception been here in the Middle Georgia area for you?
It's grown. At first, and it's always been there in Jones County and I guess East Macon. Mm-hmm. But at first, it was like I guess this like box that you can get into, in a way. But it's got so much more diverse since I moved back home from Atlanta. I see all these places downtown that have different type of open mics versus club open mics and stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's been more. I did a lot more in the Macon area in the last year or so, and so I say it's getting there. It's getting there in Macon. That's not the end goal though.
How do you pick your features as far as like who you want to collaborate? Because all the emails I get, some of the artists I know, some of them I don't know, but I was just wondering, how do you do that? Because everybody got their own different way of doing it.
If the music's good, if they come with it, if it's something they send me and I like, I'm not just finna get on anything. You can ask even my cousins who record me every day. I'm not gonna get on just anything. If it's dope though, and they come to me with it, and they be like, I'll get on that. But also, I work with artists who's really out here working and stuff. I don't want to waste any time or anything. But if you're out here working, you saying, hey, let's go in on a video together, let's go in on promotion together, then I'm with it.
Okay, and I'm glad you brought that up. I have this big thing with promotion with a lot of artists. One, I know what it takes to really push.
Yes, sir.
and put your name out there and to actually start generating a revenue stream. How is that viewpoint coming from someone who's actively recording and putting out music and dealing with other artists and just the industry down here, but then the industry as a whole as well?
As far as marketing?
Yeah. What is your view on it? Do you think is important?
Yes.
Yeah. Like some artists don't like to pay for stuff.
Hit records aren't made; they're marketed. I believe it's artists that just like to pay for stuff, but it goes back to the point. Hit records. I feel the market is very important.
Yeah, because I have people who hit my inbox all the time. I got a hit. I was like, no, well, a hit is not a hit until the people determine it, and you have to put it out there in front of the people. But you have to have a big enough budget.
I don't feel like that makes it a bad song, but like you said, a hit. A hit is what people know. Is what people. And then it's all perspective. It's all opinionated.
So have you come across a theme in this area where it seems like there's a sort of like a clash between the older artists and the younger artists?
It's the disconnect. I think the younger artists, they look up and, they see their heroes. They see all these famous people who get in these scandals and stuff. They see their heroes, so they be like, I don't want to do that. And it's the disconnect. It's just a disconnect, but it can be, I feel like it can be, a mutual ground between that, and just like I'm sure when the older artists were younger artists, it was an older generation above them that was like, oh, we don't like that. So music evolves,
Yeah, it does. So tell me a little bit about your process, your creative process. What inspires you, and how do you really get to that point to where you're satisfied, even though if you might not like your own music, you're satisfied at least.
I like my music now. I like my music now. I feel like I'm growing on myself. But my older music, I can't live. When I said that, I mean I can't really listen to it because I know where I'm at now, and I be like, I could have did that.
I get that.
But repeat the last part of the question again one time for me, please.
Your creative process, like what inspires you?
I just have to be inspired. It's anything from life things, from motivation. Like I said, I'm everywhere with it. I'm versatile with it. So it can be anything, man. At time I try to have fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
So if I don't get into so serious to where you're just like, oh, I gotta make a hit, da da da.
Yeah.
So I try to just pick from everywhere, man. Inspiration.
So like, what's the goal for you?
The goal for me, of course, is to be successful with it. It's to be where I consider successful with it. And do what I love. Continue doing what I love and getting paid for it. And also reaching people. I feel like I got a positive message. I feel like most of my songs, if not all of them, they have a message in them, a concept behind them that's, just helping somebody, Because it's been real people who reached out to me before. And like with the DJ Coon song on YouTube, the guy reached out to me and it was like he's all the way overseas. He's saying, man, this song saved my life. And to know that what I'm doing, my music that I'm doing can have that impact on somebody, that's powerful, man.
It definitely is. I had a question about let's see here. Created and performed thousands of vocal recordings for most producers. Okay, those are songs, but then it was something else. Cool. Over 600 songs covering school subjects. How was that creating songs to for the schools? You said you created over 600 songs
for the schools or for the curriculum?
Well, cool. Well, that's it. Curriculum.
Okay, that was it's fun. It was different. I like to challenge myself. It's and it really works. Is what curriculum is. It's like we combine hip-hop songs with the whole curriculum from grades K to 12, and we'll just write a song on top. I learned a lot. I learned a lot of stuff that I probably missed in school, but it was fun, man. It's fun, and it really works. It really works. I've seen kids, you ask them something about a subject, they don't know nothing about it. Then you play one of the songs, and then they say, oh, that's that, and that's just different learning. And a lot of people can learn something through music. And so I thought it was a dope idea, and going pretty good.
That's definitely dope, and then a lot of work too. Like
it's not me. It's not me on all 600. I got about a good 200, but it's
still though that's a lot of songs.
It's not. They're not full length songs. I wouldn't say they were full length songs, but they get the point to do those is to get the information needed that the kids need to learn. And so some will be like one hook, one long 16 or 24 bar verse, and then another hook.
Gotcha.
That'd be it. So.
How did your Japanese collaboration with the producers, was it Mimi and
Vivi
at DFT?
Yes, sir.
How did that come about?
They found me on a site called Looperman where I put my acapellas. And, they reached out to me, and I guess they like me and my brother's music. My brother Reno, they hit us both up, and they flew over from Japan to come and work with us in Atlanta at a session called at a studio called Faders, and Griot engineered, and it went really dope. I think we did like 6 songs for them. They ended up putting them on their album. It's out now. Called DFT.
That's dope. I like how you moving, and you just keep going. You seem like no matter whatever the situation is, you just push and you just go.
That's my purpose, man.
So where did that I understand, the experience, but the mindset, where did that come from?
It's just in me. It got to be in you, not on you. It's just to keep going. I'm not finna, whether it's life, whether it's doubt in myself, whether it's insecurity or anything, it's just in me. It comes from my kids. It comes from my people around me, wanting to see them do better, wanting to see everybody. It's just...
Okay. So tell me about This Is a We Thing. When all the songs came to me, I started listening out. I haven't been able to listen to all of them, but that one really stuck out when I was listening to it, so that's why I put it on the...
Why did it stick out?
One, because of the just the concept. This is a we thing. That's that right there, just in the title itself, is a positive message. It's not about individual, it's about a collective. And when people put themselves to an ideal or to a collective, I feel that you get way better outcomes. So that's why it stuck out to me. And then just the whole structure itself, the melody, the song dynamics, the way it sounds, all the individual sounds, it just sounds like music I like.
It's like I said, everything is diverse, man. It comes from all types of places. That one in particular, I'm sure I was in love at the time.
Well, love inspires.
So that's why it was based on a love song, but I like what you took from it. And it just basically, it takes, like you said, 2 to work, or more than 2 to work. So
with your music that you're putting out, because I saw that there were 2 different covers. It looked like covers. The album covers when I used to post on here, were those album covers? It was a gold one, and then let's see here.
The gold one that said XIX?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was the right cover for This A We Thing. It was on that project.
Okay, and then there was another one too. So officially, what have you released?
I released My Turn was my first CD when I was 15 or 16. I did a collaboration album with my brothers called First Impression. We were called For Real. Came So Far. Right before I left for Savannah State, I did XIX in Savannah State, and a project called Million Music after that, and 19 remixes. And those are all the ones up to date that's been released.
So what did you release here recently?
Recently, 19 remixes.
Okay.
It's back in May, a little bit before my birthday is May 18th. So I said it really came from a place of just trying to get out of writer's block. I felt like for a while I was just going through the motions and stuff, and I went a little bit inspired during that time period. So I said, okay, I'm gonna try to write something every day, and I came up on remixes, and so I was like, I'll just remix a song, throw it on the ground, probably for 19 days straight, and then at the end of it, I put it together and just made a little mixtape out of it.
Did you press it up or anything as far as was it physical?
Yes, physical.
How many sorry, other artists hitting me up right now. When you pressed it up, how far reach were you able to make?
Oh, I only got about 100 of them for now. I plan on getting more, and I'm working on a new project now.
All of them put out in just here or Middle Georgia area, or
I went to gas stations. I went to a bunch of gas stations. Took probably about 10 apiece to every gas station because I try to build relationships with everybody. I believe in that. I believe in building relationships with those you come in contact with, especially for being an artist. So I went to them. We got to get it on a banner, a little banner thing on the side of a store in gray.
Okay.
And
so you did it on consignment, or they bought them wholesale, the CDs for you, or they just allow you to sell them? Like you set up that day and you sold them?
Those are remixes, so I wouldn't even.
So you just putting them out?
I'm not gonna sell them.
Okay.
Just give these out for promotion.
Okay. And so which project was yours that you've actually released that was all original, where you can sell it?
The last one released was Million Music.
How long ago was that?
That was about 2 years now. It's going on 2 years. As far as a full body of work, it's been like singles since then.
Okay.
But as far as full body of work, that's why I say the new one's coming. It's time for it.
Yeah, I was about to say, it sound like you about to put another full body of work.
It's 2019, K19, so I feel like it's time for it.
Okay. Didn't you perform recently somewhere in the city?
All over. You have to tell me.
When was the last time when you at Thirsty Turtle or something?
Thirsty Turtle was last January. I think most recently in the city was November at Fresh Produce, or was it? It was October and November at Fresh Produce.
Where was Black Male on a ticket with you too, or because I could have swore I saw a flyer with you, and did y'all do anything jointly?
No, Black Male was on the flyer. Okay, November after that show, it was one at the Rookery.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Rookery. We did Feed the Fam.
How was it?
I had no idea I was performing that night. It went great though. But he had a performance there. He called me on stage, and so in the moment I was like, well, you can't turn it down.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta please the crowd and stuff. So,
right.
So like, what do you see yourself going now then? Like, 'cause you've been putting out your music. You've been building your fan base, and you have a good fan base. Where are you going from now?
Global. It's time, and it's trying to be everywhere. That's the goal. That's the goal with the cheer songs I do, from my regular music, from everywhere I see. I've made a lot of international connects. I'll be having my first overseas show and video shoot and all that. I did a song with a pop singer named K19, and we'll be going to London at the end of this month.
Oh, that's what's up. So you passport ready, huh?
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. What advice would you give to other artists now that are jumping into music, and I guess because they see what's being put out there on television and the film, and they're making it look like it's all glitz and glamour, and they're not really showing the work side of it?
Learn the business side. Learn about your royalties. Learn about BMI. Get all that in order first, and then as far as your music, have fun with it. Remember why you started, whatever the reason it was that you started doing it. Have fun with it, and work hard. Like I said, this is my 9th year as actively pursuing a career. So it takes that footwork. It takes going in, and no matter, like I said, no matter what happens, no matter what comes at you, block out the outside noise and just go for it.
Yeah, definitely, I love it. Well, we're gonna get into this is a week thing real quick. Anybody out there, if you have any questions, you want to download, you can do so. 917-89-8041. Alright, y'all, we are back, and that was K19 with This Is a We Thing. Definitely dope track, so y'all make sure y'all can support it. Y'all can listen to it here about that radio show. You can also check it out on the Making Bib FM digital station powered by Indie Plug Media. So just pull out your iPhones, your Androids, whatever, go to your store, type in Indie Plug Media, and download the app. And the first radio station on there is Making Bib FM. Now, We've had other stations being added to that particular app as well. And I like to say that we are still number one. We are beating out all competition. I think like K100 is on there now. Power 106 from Tampa is on there. They got some other ones in Dallas. And so definitely appreciate all the support that everybody is giving us throughout the world, really, because I look at the analytics and it's like 11 different countries. But back to K19. So when can we expect this new project?
I'm not putting a date on it yet. I'm terrible with putting dates. I'm going to be honest. I'm terrible with dates. But sometime this year, no later than my birthday in May. I just want to make sure it's right, you know?
Yeah, no, I get it. I understand. So are you doing anything different on this project that you haven't done on other ones conceptually? Like, you know, are you thinking of new, different ways to market it, or different really creative videos you might drop with it? Or
I'm putting the whole machine into it. There's a lot of stuff, like I said, with the singles I've dropped lately. It's a lot of stuff that I've tried, and now I've tried a little this, tried a little that marketing and stuff. So I'm gonna try to put the whole machine behind it. Of course, new stuff and everything.
So as far as being a recording artist, is there anything that you don't like about the entire spectrum of it? Because you being, you know, an independent artist, you're doing more than just, you know, recording your music and writing and stuff like that. You're promoting it, you're making relationships, you know, you're seeing the whole spectrum of the industry as opposed to, like, you know, a piece of it. Is there anything that you don't like about it, or anything you would change?
Nothing I would change. I say other than, you know, the industry, you know, it's people in the industry out to get you, you know. Yeah, other than that, it's you know, you gotta enjoy the process, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta enjoy the process. You gotta nothing I would change about it. It's just,
I like that. Do you think it's possible for artists to, like, quote unquote, I guess, like, sell out or whatever it is? Some fans don't allow artists to grow. Like, let's take Hammer, for instance. When MC Hammer broke out, he was, whatchamacallit, successful and got the backing behind him. He was in, like, Taco Bell commercials. He was in Pepsi commercials and stuff like that, and everybody called him a sellout. You know, because I don't know why they would call it. I was cheering or whatever. I'm cheering for any artist who get deals and can get other money. But it seems like when fans ride to a particular artist, they don't allow that person to grow. They want them as they were introduced.
That's how they came out. I believe in letting artists evolve. I believe in letting them evolve. I understand it, you know, because some people, you're not at where you started out at, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So evolving, as far as selling out, it's a line between, I feel, as far as selling out and trying to grow. But for the most part, it's evolution, man. Like I said, people evolve.
So as far as, like, I guess business wise, what are you trying to do? Are you building a label, a company, a brand, and then wanting to partner up later on, or are you seeking to attract the attention of major labels?
Distribution. I just you watch all these movies, man. You hear about all these famous people who have sold all these millions of records and they go broke, and then you sitting there like, how? And so it's, nah, man. As far as being with a major label, I'm straight on it. So it's more of an independent route for me. You know, I have my own label, Real Entertainment, with me and my dad. We co-own it together. We have a few artists. They're fire. But as far as I work with major labels, I work with the artists, of course. I understand that it takes major promotion, major level promotion to I guess get there wherever there is. But
yeah, I'm like you. I like independence, but I also understand the need for them, you know. But then I also put responsibility back on artists too, because Otis Redding was the first black solo artist to keep his publishing, or at least half of it anyway. So if he did that back in, with Capricorn, what was it, the 50s, 60s, something like that, whenever it was, if he was able to negotiate that, I believe it set precedence for anybody else after. So, I think some people don't want to learn the business side like they should, but because I'm a business type person, I look at it like I don't jump into something without at least doing some type of research to see how the economy of that works or the economics of that industry works. Before I even jumped out there and did my stuff that I did, before I even formed my first promotions company, I was in college sitting there reading books about the music industry while I was in class because I had already did my classwork. So I spent like $2,000 just on books and magazines and all that stuff before I even opened my first business.
It's investment, man. That's research.
Exactly. So sometimes I understand, them going broke and people taking advantage or whatever, but at the same time, all that glitters is not gold. That's why I don't manage anymore. I really don't, because I've had situations with different people where I start managing them and then they start to show potential, and then other people see that, and then the other people start getting in their ear or whatever, and then they won't listen. Yeah. So then I'm like, you know what? I'll cut my loss. You go. You feel that that's your best situation over there, go do it. And, they're nowhere to be found no more. But as far as, even being a label owner, any label owner, and having responsibilities and stuff like that, how do you like that?
It's fun. It's fun for me. I work with family, man. I understand what you said when you said, other people would get in the air, but you got to have that communication with them, I feel. That's why most of the people signing me, they are family and stuff. We work good together. These are people, I've worked with a million talented artists. Mm-hmm. So, but as far as signing them, as far as, just being there to have that's trust. Mm-hmm. That's trust, and that's trust that they won't, go do that. If it's for the betterment of them, we're not no label to where we'll hinder you and be like, hey, you can't sign with them. If that's their choice, we manage them. Mm-hmm. So.
Okay, so you got to roll out for you, but then who's coming out next?
I'd probably say Rock With It, The Boys, IGD Trap, and yeah.
So everybody has their own. Do y'all have similar sounds, or do y'all have your own distinct sound?
Nobody sounds the same. It's every angle. It's it's IGD Trap, then with the more street side, it's me, of course, with my way. It's Rock With It, them. They're more, newer generation sounding, and it's fam for life with the more old school joints.
Okay. So what has been, I guess, your best highlight thus far?
My best highlight?
Yeah.
I'd say the DJ Coon feature is up there. The DJ Coon, because it has I think 3 million views on YouTube.
That's what's up.
And of course, working with the kids with curriculum and stuff, and the Japanese when they came over and working with them, it's been a few. I can't.
You've had so many of them.
Hopefully, I'll be able to choose when bigger and better things come.
Okay. Well, for anybody out there who wants to get in contact with you for features or any potential fans who want to follow, what's the best way to reach out?
Reach out to me for features. I say reach out to me through work with this art WORK WITH K19 @gmail.com. If you want to just hit me up, Facebook, Keon Bernard, or K19 Had to Do It. All my social media is K19 Had to Do It. That's Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud, YouTube, Spinrilla, Snapchat, all that. K19 Had to Do It.
Okay. Well, y'all make sure y'all definitely follow the movement. Follow the what's the label?
Real Entertainment at www.forreal.com.
Okay. Y'all support the artists out here doing things, especially ones who have the mindset to win and have the talent as well. I appreciate you coming through, man. You're welcome. Definitely, you can come back when you drop the project, and then you got artists as well. So definitely open invitation for you.
Well, you'll definitely be hearing from us, man.
I like to give all my guests any final words.
Had to do it.
All right, y'all. Well, that is K19. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. You can also hear his music on the Making Bib FM station via the Indie Plug Media app. We're going to hit y'all back again in the 19th with a few more interviews. This is Andreas with the Bake That Radio Show. We are signing out.